Hi guys, this is Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm here to do Roxy's weekly challenge. I'm doing week number 16. I actually can't remember now whether I did week number 15 or not. I've no idea. I may be skipping a week, I may not be. I'm not sure, I'm afraid. So let me just grab the title so that I remember what she called it. Okay, so she called it Week 16 Tutorial Bag Pockets Using Scrapbook Paper Scraps. So scrapbook paper and digitals she used. So I've got a selection of scrapbook papers. Now I've just brought along 3, which I know doesn't really sound like much, but to be honest, by the time that we cut these down to kind of sizes, you know, they're actually going to be more than ample, I think, because to be honest, it's probably ambitious to think we're going to use all of these. And then I've got a whole bunch of different digis. So, you know, some may go, some may not go. I haven't really looked through to check that I've got kind of coordinating things. So, yeah, let's just kind of get making. So she made these lovely little paper bags and she made them sort of assembly line style. I have to say, I then watched Gail Agostinelli and she kind of made them in a slightly different way, which just felt like that suited me maybe slightly, you know, my style better. So she kind of cut all of her scrapbook papers down straight away, although to be fair, it may be that Rachel's were obviously cut down more like scraps in the first place, so that might be why she didn't kind of have to do that so much. So I'm just going to cut my scrapbook paper down first of all in half. So we'll just take it like this. Now I've brought along my decollage scissors. I don't know whether it will go through 2 at a time. Oh, it is, would you believe? Just because I thought, well, we're making paper bag styly items, and to be honest, I think often paper bags do have a sort of decorative, or you know, this jaggedy edge. Although it's got to be said, maybe that was kind of more historically. Maybe these days they don't so much, but I thought we would try them like that. Now I'm wondering if I did them. Oh yeah, that would be very narrow, wouldn't it? So what we might do is kind of cut them sort of into thirds, and then we might just have a piece of the paper that we don't end up using, and that's fine. So just cut this down like that. And the only reason I'm being a little bit more careful is because, to be honest, I've you know, messed up the last couple of times that I've done this challenge where I've made really big items. You know, they've ended up really big, and I'm sure miles bigger than Roxy creations, you know, Rachel have made. So I just want to kind of, yeah, maybe try and size them down slightly and be a little bit more realistic about my sizes. So, and you know, obviously if I've got scraps, I could throw them away or keep them. I'll probably keep that because I quite like it. So yeah, we're just going to kind of go in, and you know, I can have a few different size ones. So let's just go in like that. Okay, and cut these down. Oops. So if you watched Roxy's, Roxy, why do I keep calling her that now? Rachel. If you watched Rachel's original video, they were obviously, oops. Oh, now I can't remember what I was about to say. What's wrong with me today? I've had breakfast, so I've got no excuses. Yep. No excuses at all. Don't know what's going on, to be honest. Anyway, who knows? Just ignore me if I'm unable to remember things. So this paper, absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? Couldn't tell you who all of these papers are from, I'm afraid, because I've had them in my stash for a long time. This one could have been by that company called Fabrica. I honestly can't remember. It's a double-sided paper. I mean, to be fair, the green probably is going to go more, you know, with a variety of papers. But, oh, yeah, I want to have the pretty decorative edge hanging out. So, actually, from that perspective, I'm just going to cut it down like this. Okay. Now, they don't even have to be very straight on the bottom because your paper's going to wrap around them. So, you know, if you're kind of thinking, oh my goodness, she's made a terrible job of that. Yes, you're right, I have. But I don't think that that's going to really be, you know, too big a deal. Because obviously my paper's going to then wrap around the bottom, so it's not really going to be visible. That's the hope anyway. So that one, and then just check kind of where along I'd want this. Isn't that really weird? Because I don't seem to have that sort of offcut from this one. It's a bit strange, isn't it? They're both 12 by 12 papers, but this one seems to be smaller. How odd. How very strange. Right, so this one, again, just take that down like that. Yeah, so if you saw Rachel's original video, obviously these are going to be the, you know, the back pieces of the pockets or the back pieces of the bags. So to be honest, you're only going to see the very top slither of these papers. So hence why I'm wanting to keep the pretty edges, you know, that we're going to see the most. So, I mean, like that, actually, what I might do here is just make a very tiny one. So that I've got like that pretty edge showing. So I'll just take that in. So yeah, we'll just have a little tiny one. I'll get rid of that. Okay, and then this one, this I think is a Stamperia paper. Again, it's absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? But oh hadn't realised this was on the back. I thought I'd double checked it, but no, I obviously hadn't double checked it enough, because oh my goodness, this feels so awful to part with this. It's just ridiculous, isn't it? But oh, I wonder whether I could do it carefully, where I kind of like keep half. Just if I keep this half, so that I've got some left. I know, how ridiculous. So again, going to cut this down here across the middle with my, you know, decorative edge scissors. Probably cut straight into that bird now. Oh well. There we go. Right, so I can just continue to hoard this little bit of paper. I mean, how ridiculous, as if I need to be hoarding any bits of paper. Let's be truthful. But, you know, it does go on, doesn't it? It does go on. So, yeah, let's take... Actually, just thinking, I wonder if I want that top bit. No. No, I must not now continue to even hoard it. Even now I'm trying to use it. I'm also trying to hoard it. I mean, that's just ridiculous, isn't it? Absolutely ridiculous. Right, there we go. So then, yeah, this one... just cut down like that. Okay. Might just cut that down slightly in height. Okay. And then the final one, we'll just take here. So again, just cutting it quite narrow because I don't want that weird, you know, like the other edge showing. So I'll make that one smaller in height as well. So there we go. Right, okay. So that's all my background pieces done. They're of varying thicknesses. Right, so what have I got? What have I got? So yeah, let's pull in my papers that I brought along to actually create the fronts of the bags. So I've got a whole bunch of different papers here. I hope I'm going to have some that are going to look good, otherwise I've just completely mucked this up. Right, okay, so yeah, let's just bring in a few. Okay, right, okay, I'm sure that's absolutely plenty, to be honest. Right, okay, let's have a look. So if I lay out these ones first, I think, so just trying to be a bit time efficient, so better late than never, isn't it? Pop these out like that, and then what I can do is kind of line up my papers next to them. Oh my goodness, how gorgeous does that one look? So this is my steampunk collection papers. Looks gorgeous on there, doesn't it? So I'm just going to cut that down. And again, you know, you'll kind of see when we come to do the folds and things why I've done it the way I've done it. So let's have that one on there. Okay, that's not bad. Oh, that's quite nice. This is my butterfly cabinet collection papers, so yeah, they're quite nice on there, aren't they? So again, just please excuse the backs. This is obviously where, you know, when I've been making digitals and things, and you just have to print them out such a load of times that I end up with, you know, kind of scrappy papers. So it's good to be able to use them. Okay, just seeing what other paper I've got here. Oh, I've got some of my documents collection papers in smaller pieces, so could use something like that. That's quite nice, isn't it? Let's do that. So just cut this one down. And you'll see in a minute why I've cut them, you know, a very long edge there, if you see what I mean. So, right, that's those. So let's put those to one side. Okay, let's line up our next pattern. So that's these purpley ones. Oops. So I'll have to do these. Oh, I'll do them three at a time. Right, and that's not bad. Yeah, that's quite nice, isn't it? So yeah, just take that one down here. Okay, put that one out of the way. Just see. Oh, got this. This is from my Belgian blue. What does that look like? Oh, not bad. Not bad. I mean, weirdly, looks best there, doesn't it? Which is a bit annoying. But if I just go down here and just take that down. I mean, it doesn't really matter because this is a kind of scrap piece of paper anyway. So, yeah, it doesn't really matter. Just tear that across. Put that edge in my scrap bin for another time. Okay, and then, yeah, like that, I think. So yeah, again, just go in here. There we go. And then the piece here, let's just see what else I've got. Oops, got some of my pale damask. That looks quite pretty on there, doesn't it? So yeah, let's just do that one. Okay. Okay, that's those. Right, let's line up another 3. So again, we've got more of those with the lilac. I mean, we could have one with the green, I guess, but I do really like this. Although, to be honest, that one's a bit, looks a bit weedy, doesn't it, there? Don't know whether anyone else thought that, really, but yeah, I thought it looked a little bit weedish. That was my English Country Garden, that paper. I don't know now. Nope. Nope. Let me just bring in some of the others that I brought along. Oh, I've got here some of my lace collection papers. Oh my goodness, that looks nice, doesn't it? Actually, on this one, I think. So yeah, let's do that one. Again, just going to take it longer. You see what I mean? So like that. Okay. And then here, some of my, either the pale damask or this from, oh, this is from the large birdhouse collection papers, not collection papers, sorry, but the large birdhouse sets that I've got. I mean, that's rather pretty, isn't it? See what that looks like that. I don't know, to be honest. I feel like, should we just go for it and be really, really adventurous. I mean, that it is going to be very busy, but equally, you know, does that matter? It's quite pretty, doesn't it? I prefer it like further down. Oh, I don't know, to be honest, that might be just too busy. Let's just have a look here. Some of my Regency collection papers. I mean, I don't know why I'm taking so long, to be honest. Rachel didn't take this long. She was very efficient with her picking of her papers. Oh. A bit of a ditherer when it comes to choosing the papers, I think, which is not a good thing. Well, not a good thing when obviously you're doing a video, because nobody wants to really be watching me dither about, do they? Right, we've got this one. Now, do I want to have it that way, or, because I'm not over keen on this part, would we prefer to just have it on the green? Maybe the green would be better. Oh, should we have it with this? This is the Clocks collection papers. So, yeah, let's do this. I mean, it feels very wasteful because I much prefer this reverse side with the flowers, but even though I do much prefer it, it wasn't looking very nice with that flower. So yeah, right, okay, let's put down our next lot. So we've got these ones, got some narrow pieces here. Okie dokie. Got some of my Junk Journal Basics collection. I wonder what they would look like. Not bad. Let's just see. This is my Junk Journal Basics set 2. Got some of my header pieces. Oh, I don't know. Let's do another one with the Clocks collection, because I've got that sat here anyway. So yeah, let's do this. So okay. Okie dokie, won't get rid of that because I may want to use that with something else yet. I've got some of this green lace collection, which, oh my goodness, I mean, isn't that so vibrant and gorgeous? So perhaps we'll have a bit of that one going on. I don't know how many Rachel made. She does normally do a count up, doesn't she? Don't know whether she did a count up. I mean, she certainly gathered them all in. I'm not sure whether she counted them up or not, but I'm sure she made quite a few, to be honest. Again, this is the Clocks collection. Should we be adventurous and have like a blue with that? I know that sounds weird, but it might just look really, really pretty. So yeah, let's be adventurous and do something a bit different like that. And then we'll just bring our next 3 in. This is our last 3, you'll be pleased to know. So 1, 2, 3. And then I've just got some of my Valentine's collection papers. They would look lovely, wouldn't they? Yeah, let's do that one. So again, just take that right the way down there. I mean, I've probably really cut that paper way too big. So yeah, if you didn't see Rachel's original video, you know, you may be thinking, what on earth is she doing? But hopefully it will kind of make sense when we come to use it. This is my damask collection again. I think this is the pale damask. I use the damask papers so much. They're probably one of my favourite papers ever to use, because they just go with everything. So okay, and this is my roses collection papers. So I mean, they're rather nice there, or we could go for this end, or we could go down here. Let me just see what it would look like here. Oh, loving that. Right, okay, so let's just take that top section right the way off. Excuse the back, that's where my printer was running out of ink. So that was my Claridge's paper, and the printer was obviously running out of ink, so it's come out really weird. Okay, love how that looks. Okie dokie. Right, so oops, cut this one down. Well, the paper's off my lap. Right, so what did Rachel do now? So I'm going to now fold my edges in, because that's where they're going to, you know, squish to the, you know, to be able to glue them onto the pages, the background pieces. And then she folded these bits over so as to reinforce these edges, which is a good idea, isn't it? To, you know, make them thicker and more durable. And then it's up to you really how much you want hanging over here, but like that, we're just going to go like that. So, okay, so I'm going to do that for all of them now. Again, sort of assembly lining this is. So we're going to just fold the top line over, or the top edge over, like that. And then we go into here, or onto here. And we just fold the edges. So we do one, like that. And then two, like that. Okay. Right, okay, so we are in the swing of things now, so I don't need to keep on talking you through what we're doing. So I'm just going to continue like this for all of these, so we can just, you know, have a bit of a chat now. So yeah, I hope everybody is doing well. The sun is shining here. Yeah, the sun's shining here, although it is quite chilly still. So yeah, I went to the gym this morning, and the temperature on the car said 7.5. I mean, 7.5, that's still quite cold, isn't it? For, you know, when you think we are actually nearly in May. I mean, that's proper spring, isn't it? I don't know when does summer start? Is that like after the 21st of June? Is that when? I'm not sure, to be honest. I don't know whether summer starts after that 21st of June, which... that then sounds miles away, you know, in fairness, it sounds like a long way off. So I think then, oh, what am I panicking for? We've obviously got plenty of time, but it feels quite late on in the year, and I definitely feel ready for some sunshine. So yeah, I don't know what's going on. Who knows what's going on with this weather, but it's a bit rubbish. A bit rubbish. So I've got a long sleeve dress on, and then I've got a long sleeve jumper over it. So yeah, not the best, to be honest. Oh, what's going on with this? What is going on with this? Look at what I've done. My goodness. What awful folding. Absolutely awful. Okay. Let me just fold my top edge down. Okay. Okay, like that, and then just, yep, fold my bottom edge up, like that. Okay, there we go. Oops. Honestly, I mean, over the years, I've bought so much scrapbook paper, and, you know, why on earth I still want to hoard it is beyond me, to be honest, but I do still want to hoard it. Like, you know, I've got several pads and things that I'm still hanging on to and hoarding, and it's so ridiculous. And some of them, to be honest, they're not even in a style I would use anymore. But because I still like the papers, I'm still wanting to hoard them. I mean, is that crazy behaviour? I don't know. I think I just really love paper, and so, you know, for me, just, yeah, wanting to hang on to paper is just like this really difficult thing for me to, you know, to then get rid of it. So I'm sure I'm not alone, but I mean, even like using this green with the roses, I really love it. And so I don't know if I've got any more. I mean, I might have some more, to be honest, like maybe buried somewhere, but I don't feel like I have. So again, I was like, oh, can I bring myself to use that? I mean, for goodness sake, it's just a sheet of paper, isn't it? Which, I mean, that's such crazy behaviour, isn't it? Can I bring myself to use it? You know, I've had it for like probably, oh, I mean, years, like probably 10 years, you know. I mean, what's the point in just hoarding things and not using them? You know, because you like them. I mean, that's crazy, isn't it? You're better off actually using them if you like them. Who knows? Very strange behaviour. I mean, to be honest, I resisted using digitals for a long time, you know, when I first started junk journaling, and I couldn't see, you know, I didn't have a very good quality printer, and so, you know, I kind of thought, oh, they're not going to be great quality, and, you know, all of this kind of stuff. I mean, obviously now I've gone full circle and that's all I use, you know, because of course, you know, I make them, and so they are the, you know, they are the papers that I use. But it's got to be said, I mean, it still hasn't improved my hoarding things, because now I just try and hoard like digital things, even my own digital papers that, of course, you know, I've probably even printed loads off even when I was making them. So that's even more crazy, isn't it? But yeah, I mean, to be fair, I can see from a whole digi point of view how that's so much better. Because if you are, like me, inclined to be a bit of a hoarder, and then, you know, you've bought scrapbook papers and you can't bring yourself to use them, actually being able to just print off more is fantastic. Well, you would think it was fantastic. Like I say, I'm not sure if it's really helped me a great deal anyway, because I still just try and hoard the digis. But, you know, at least you can tell yourself that you can just print more, which, you know, is great, isn't it? You know, even if you don't kind of wholeheartedly believe that, or, you know, still embrace the whole, oh, I can print more. But yeah, I mean, at least you have got that knowledge that you can print more. There we go. Right, feeling like maybe I'm going to run out of time. Don't know. I mean, Rachel seemed like she made quite a lot, and I don't feel like she had to stop this and say, oh, I'll save these for after, although she might have done actually with one or two. I think she might have done. Well, I think she'd put paper on the back of them so that you could have them as journal-y type spots that you could then move around in your journal. I probably am not going to do that, because, to be honest, I probably would just glue these onto a page, you know. So I'm going to leave the backs with like the mishmash of stuff going with the I'm going to be gluing these onto a page kind of scenario. And then if I didn't want to, you know, if when I came to use them I thought, oh, actually I can just use them as journaling pieces, I could always then just put some journaling paper onto them then. So yeah, I think I'm going to just do it like that. So okay, right, let's just do one or two more, and then I might have to just think, I'll do some more of these, because otherwise I'm thinking I'm definitely going to run out of time to do this, because she decorates them and things as well, which I don't know where I'm going wrong, but there's no way I will have time to be decorating all of these as well. So yeah, must speed up clearly. Okay. Right then. Okay, so right, let's call it there. Although I have got one or two, haven't I, with, oh no, that's fine. Right, so if I'm bringing these back in, so again, going by Rachel's, you know, original video. So she miters her corners in like this, you know, which is a good idea, isn't it? And then she's going to be gluing these round. So again, what I should do is probably do all my mitering, you know, so that I'm doing all the cutting, all the gluing and all of those things like all in one go, rather than then, you know, picking the glue up and down. So I just cut that down because it was quite big. Okay. There we go. And this piece. Oh, so my daughter's having a friend round tonight. Well, I say she's having a friend round. She was invited to another person's house, or, you know, this friend's house for tea. But her mum, she's got a client, you know, straight from school. So they're coming to my house first, or to our house first, and then her mum's going to pick them up and she'll go back there. So, yeah. I think it's a girl thing, because when I was a child, I absolutely loved going to friends' houses for tea. You know, all the time. I would be there all the time if I could. And yeah, strangely enough, my boys weren't really like that, to be honest. They, you know, they could take it or leave it. So I think it's a girl thing, isn't it? Wanting to, you know, hang out with their friends constantly. Just going to cut this down a bit. Yeah. Okay. I mean, you can see I'm really not taking any care about this. My pages are pretty wonky, but I'm just trying to, you know, go as quick as I can so that I manage to actually get these done. So yeah, like that. Okay. Maybe I just kind of was a bit ambitious, but that's what I said when I brought along the 3 pieces of scrapbook paper. You know, when I said, actually, this will be more than enough. It really has been more than enough, hasn't it? I mean, you know, I've not even got through all the bits that I've brought along, you know, to make them with. So yeah, definitely didn't need to bring along any more, did I? Can't actually really see this one, to be honest, which is a bit annoying. Right, there we go. So let's get rid of all these. Okay, right, get rid of all these bits. Okay, right, got my glue here ready to go. It's had the you know, stick pin thing in there, so hopefully I'm not going to have any glue issues. Okay, right, let me grab a wipe from behind me. So I always you know, like to use the dried wet wipes. I've got 2 there. You know, they kind of are brilliant for wiping excess glue away. Okay. 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 Whoops. Let's put my paper up. Oh, how cute does that look? Very cute. Now, the magic happens when at the end, Rachel then, she snipped the tops in, just sort of mitered the tops in, and that's when it then, the magic of making it look like a paper bag, if you see what I mean. So if you're kind of thinking, well, they don't really look very paper baggy, the magic happens just by literally snipping the edges in, and you'll see, you know, see when we do them. So it's so clever, isn't it, that sometimes just that one little thing, just literally snipping that edge in, transforms it into looking like a little paper bag. So it's just, you know, sometimes the simplest things are all that's needed. So, yeah. Okay. Yeah, like I say, I can't actually remember whether I did the week 15. I'll have to double check. I know that I'm terrible for getting, you know, out of kilter kind of thing, but I'm not sure. Okay. Oops. Like that. Yeah, it's coming to that time of year. We've got like 2 bank holiday weekends coming up, so that's really nice. So I think the first one is, I think not this weekend, but next weekend, I think is bank holiday. And I know I've said this loads of times, so I apologise if I'm, you know, boring people like mad. But yeah, they're not called bank holiday weekends everywhere, are they? So basically bank holiday just means like places are closed. And when I say places are closed, I mean, really, it's probably just like the banks and the doctors and things now, because actually most things are open. I mean, when we were kids, probably most things were closed, if I'm truthful. I mean, these days, pretty much everything is open. You know, all the shops are open, cafes and restaurants and things, they're all open. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I mean, other than doctors or banks and schools, well, I guess offices, most office kind of places, they are probably closed. But aside from that, I think most places are actually open now, which is, yeah, weird, isn't it? You know, when we were kids, I think everything pretty much was closed. Aren't the banks, you know, terrible, like with their opening hours? And again, I do apologise if anybody here works for a bank and, you know, you don't have that same opinion. But yeah, I needed to go into the bank yesterday and I just quickly Googled it to just check what time they closed. And I thought, oh, I'll go when my daughter comes home from school, you know, because that way I could like work all day, and then when she came home from school, kind of then go to the bank. So that was 3:30, and I just quickly Googled, you know, what time do they close? They close at 3 o'clock. I mean, come on, that's just, you know, who actually could get to the bank by 3 o'clock? I mean, people are at work, you know, I mean, actually people are at work till much later than 3. So, you know, 3 o'clock is pretty rubbish, isn't it, to be honest? I mean, that's not all banks, I don't think. But yeah, this particular bank, they literally shut at 3 o'clock, which I just thought, well, that's not very helpful, to be fair. So yeah, I mean, I assume this is all part of, you know, the banks, they don't want to be there, do they? I'm not saying the staff don't, but, you know, the actual banks as institutions, you know, they want everything online. And, you know, I do everything online, you know, wherever possible. But just every now and then there's something that you need to actually go in for. And, yeah, just being, oh, look what I've done. Just only being open until, oops, only being open until 3. That's just pretty rubbish. So, yeah, I was a bit gutted about that, because I'd obviously then missed it for the day. So I shall have to try and nip in there today. I'm not sure I've done that very straight at the bottom, to be honest. Messed this one up a bit. Oh well. Oh dear. Right. Okay. Okie dokie. Might not even have time to actually do all of these, to be honest. I mean, I thought I was going to have time to do all of these, but I'm kind of thinking I can't actually see the time to see how long I've been filming for, which is a bit annoying. Unfortunately, you know, like where the light catches my phone, I actually can't see then, you know, the how long it's been filming for. So I'm trying to get in the habit of having my iPad kind of on the side where I can see the time on that. But then I obviously have to do the calculation to try and, you know, work out how long I've been filming for. Because, of course, unless I had, like, the stopwatch thing, I don't really know. You know, I can just tell, oh, I started at such and such time, so how many minutes is that? Oops. Oops. Oh, my goodness, I'm mucking this up now because I'm rushing. So, yeah, that's not very good. Right, let's put that on there. Okie dokie. Right. Okay. Okay, right. Oh, I've probably just got just about enough time to quickly glue those last couple down. I mean, obviously I've got a whole bunch sat there that, you know, we've not even touched. with regards to gluing, but of the other ones that I did pull in, I'll just quickly do these. So, because, you know, we're not going to be, well, I mean, even if I wanted to, I wouldn't have time now to be decorating them all. So we'll just do as much as we can here. So, yep. Okay. There we go. Like that. There we go. Oh, I love that one. That's so pretty. That might be going to be my favourite one, to be honest, I think. So, yeah. Oh, which end do I want to? Probably this end, right. Okay. Probably should have slotted my piece of paper into here first, but never mind. Better late than never. We'll just slot it in now. There we go. Right, okay. So then what we need to do is obviously just those little snips on the corners, which is going to transform them into looking like bags. So this is the magic little piece that I said that Rachel then kind of transformed them into bags. So I'm going to just snip off little corner bits like that, 1 and 2, like that. And then I'm going to also just do a little bit of jiggity ziggy zaggy edge like that. There we go. So little paper bags, and I mean, isn't it just like a little miracle? Those just, you know, cutting these little snips here, it really does just sort of bring it into looking like a bag, isn't it? Which is so weird that, you know, that's all it takes. Love the little zigzaggy tops as well. You know, again, they just kind of look a little bit bag-like, don't they, to have the little zigzag edge on the top. So there we go. Aren't they so cute? Absolutely love them. Okay. You know, and it's so sweet how you've got then the 2 different paper patterns, isn't it? You know, that's nice, I think, having 2 different paper patterns there. So, yep, let's just go in and just snip off all of these. Now, I probably will ink mine. I know that I've talked about this loads of times. Rachel doesn't really do inking, and her stuff still looks brilliant. You know, she doesn't need to do inking. I, for some reason, just don't really like the look of my things if I haven't inked, so I will ink mine. So if you were, you know, an inker like I am, and you've glued your pieces in, again, like I have done now, then all you need to do is just get, you know, a little sort of scrap of paper like this, poke it in, and then you can ink this edge as well as all around the edges. So just a little bit of a tip there, you know, for if you've, you know, if you've already glued your bags all together and then you want to ink, like retrospectively, just pop some paper in there onto the edge, and then you can obviously go around and ink them. So yeah, it's just kind of the easiest way to do it. Right, let's decorate 1 or 2 up. So what have I brought along? I did bring some bits to decorate. So, well, I've got a cluster here. Also got some of my street names, which I thought would look quite good on some of these. So now these are printed onto this craft coloured card, which I love using the craft coloured card. Unfortunately, it's got a bit screwed up. Printed it a while ago, and it's now, you know, got squished under something on my desk and now sort of looking screwed up. But anyway, just cut that round. Okay, like that. Oops. Right, should we have this on this one? It's quite pretty, doesn't it? Now, I brought along quite a bit of lace. So let's just see what lace we think might look nice on this. Got this lace here. Oh, that's quite pretty, isn't it? Right, I'm just going to ink this around, so I'm just going to pop this in here. Oops. Like that. I'm just using the distressing, it's the walnut stain. Again, I kind of, you know, sort of veer between the walnut stain and the vintage photo. Not really got a preference. I like them both equally. It's just kind of whatever I happen to have at the time, really. So, yeah, I just happen to be using walnut stain a lot recently because that's what I seem to have. But, yeah, you know, like I said, I don't really preference one over the other. I think they're both nice. Just before I do this, I just want to check. Oh, I think the ivory looks better actually. So yeah, perhaps we'll have that there. Okay, so again, just going to use the wet glue just to glue down my little bit of lace there across the top of the bag. Oh my goodness, doesn't that look gorgeous? I mean, to be honest, again, kind of thinking, wow, that doesn't really need anything else. This is just like a little centre from my Hearts printable, which was just floating around on the desk. I just suddenly thought, I wonder if that would look cute. Might look quite cute, won't it? So let's just ink that up. Just literally, you know, grabbing things that are laying about, really. Don't you just love it when you can just grab things that are laying around? Nothing better than that, is there? So there we go. And then just thinking here, oh, again, some ivory lace. Just pop that onto there, cut around. Oops. Like that. Oh my goodness, doesn't that look gorgeous? Absolutely love it. I actually quite love it just with the lace, funnily enough. So I'm now thinking perhaps shall I just have the lace? So let's just glue that on like that. Now, maybe even just with a bit of bling or something might look gorgeous on there. I've got some of my small butterflies. These are the light butterflies. I haven't really got the right colour. Try this one, it's got a bit of blue in it. Oh, I've got some green ones actually, hang on. Oh, actually, got one of my coloured book plates. These are all just here from a video that I filmed the other day. But yeah, actually they all might go quite well. Okay. Oh, maybe like that. Oh my goodness, doesn't that look gorgeous? Now I'm going to use my hot glue, if I can get it unstuck from the desk, just because it's going over that lace and I don't want to have to keep on pressing it down because I've done a video, you know. I just want it to be like instant and I'm not having to worry about it. And then maybe just a little bit of bling. Again, this got all those sort of caterpillar legs hanging off of it. Oh. The caterpillar legs, they're those little frayed bits either side. I'll just take those all off. There we go, cut those off. Right, now, do we want this here? Oh gosh, here, or do we want it on here? Down there by the book plate. Yeah, there we go. So that's the Roses collection paper on there with the obviously scrapbook paper at the back, some lace, and then one of my coloured book plates. Doesn't that look gorgeous? Absolutely love it. So let's put that to one side. Right, let's do another one. Let's try and do one with this, because I think this, yeah, it's going to look lovely, isn't it? So, right, what did I do with that piece of paper? Here we go. So again, just pop this into here so that I can ink the, you know, across that top edge. Ink around here. And all around like that. Okay, yep, looking good. And then here, again, just take a little bit of lace. Okay. Oh, I think I'm kind of up to the time, because I think Rachel kind of like says about 45 minutes, doesn't she? So obviously it's not a timed challenge or anything like that as such, you know, she's kind of, you know, very flexible and things, but yeah, just trying to stick to some sort of format that, you know. Where do we like this? Let's have it down there. And then actually, just thinking, oops. Now I have got some black lace here. I don't know whether this is going to look right or not. It might look awful, but just thinking, because this is kind of black, so I wonder what the black lace would look like. Not bad, not bad. Let's just take that down. Okay. Oops. I don't know, what do you think? Got some of these little rosebud trims. Let's take a couple of those and see how they would look. Oops. Oh, maybe not the black lace. I've got some other lace here. Let's try this one. Oops. Okay. Oh, that's quite pretty, isn't it? Yeah. So, right, let's pop that down. Like that. Oh my goodness, what an idiot. Did you see that as I put it down? It just can't, oh gosh, just moved the lace completely. Yeah, ended up with it like really wonky. Luckily, didn't matter. I was able to kind of like move it up without too much glue, you know, then, well, no glue showing, but yeah, there we go. Could always put a little bit of bling on there as well. I don't know whether it needs it. It's just, oh gosh. Yeah, that's pretty, isn't it, with that lace? And then we'll just see. Can cut those little edge thread bits off. Oops. Come on. Oh, that's pretty, isn't it? Yeah. Put that down there. Like that. Okay. Do we need a butterfly on here? I mean, probably not, if I'm truthful, but just see. No, probably not, actually. I think the butterfly might be a step too far, if I'm honest. So yeah, so we've only managed to decorate 2. I'm pretty sure that I'm now kind of up to time for that 45 minutes. So we've only decorated 2. I've done abysmally again. But I have got quite a few more left to finish. So yep, I've got 1, 2, yeah, a couple more here left to finish. And loads here that are ready. Whoops. Ready for just decorating. So, you know, overall I don't think we did too badly. So let's count up how many we've completed that just need decorating. So got 2 decorated, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ready for decorating. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 more there ready for just assembling. So yeah, I mean, overall not too bad, to be honest. I'm now even thinking if I could just very quickly put that on there. I'm not sure. Anyway, yes, I hope you like them. So yeah, thank you so much, Rachel. Great inspiration. Love those. Really, really love those. Must try and remember them to be able to make some another time. And yeah, thanks so much then. And I hope you all have a fantastic day. I'd really appreciate it if you could give this video a thumbs up. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks then. Bye.